Well, I'm calling on the road safety, okay, VIO and every agency involved. If they could come up with a sticker for the aged, for the 60 years and above, on their cars, so that when police see them, they recognize them, they give them special recognition, and they don't harass them. If I'm driving my car, especially by myself, and I'm over 60, there should be something to recognize me when the VIO sees me, or when the road safety sees me, or any of the paramilitary and security agencies see me, so that they will know that, oh, these are aged people. You understand? So that these are the things. It's not just limited to that alone. There are so many other areas where the aged could be recognized in the society. You could make sure that even when you have a place, okay, everybody exit from this door. You can create a place for the aged, so that people don't trample upon them. So many things that could be done. You don't just condemn them, because all the activities is to engage their minds. Some are just there. Some could engage in gossip. I'm sorry to say this. Some may not even know what to do. Then you see that depression sets in. But when they are engaged with what Jaira has in store, because we have a lot of programs, like I said, that when they are engaged, the idea of diminishing psychology is not just there. So we take care of their health. We connect them to health authorities, where they will be able to, people will be able to, they will be recognized and they will be taken care of. And we are thinking about even the youth. The youth, we're inviting the youth to, like we want the aged to be able to give back to the youth. When you engage them, because most of them still have a lot of things to give back to the society, they can give back to the youth. The ills we have in the society today is because the aged are not well engaged. To tell the youth that no, you don't have to be in a hurry. So many things that the youth could give back. We're thinking that the aged too could even engage the unmarried, yet to be married. They teach them what it is in our culture, what's preparing for marriages or other things that we do in the society, even preparing for retirement. For those that have not retired, we want to tell them this is what to be done, because a lot of retired people still have the knowledge to give back from what they have acquired. And then we are thinking about the youth too. Like I said, the aged is the future the youth are looking forward to. So the aged is the future for the youth. So all of this, we have a lot of integration programs, and at least how to engage them and even contact the government on their behalf, so that government will even recognize them more. Because a lot of, when you say people reach out to widows, people reach out to children, to orphans, but who are the people? Except a few society, they will look at, okay, these are older ones. But even some youth are even looking forward to the older ones to give back to them. Whereas we expect that the youth will give back to the aged. So we're telling the youth that they still have a lot to do. Apart from some of our programs for the seniors, we expect that the youth will come and drop in their parents. Thank you very much for engaging me in this. While, like I said, in my passion, we have a lot of activities and programs that we have designed for the retired, aging, and aged in the society, to engage them, to make them relevant, to at least to add to their lives a means of livelihood, to ensure that they are no longer neglected, and even where they are, we can always have them together to form a society, to ensure that the life that they are supposed to live, they live to a good old age. And we are thinking of how to, not just we have programs for them, like I said, capacity building programs, we have recreational programs. All these are on our website. I have the jaira.org, the website. We have a lot of reintegration programs that have been set aside for them too. And then that is a very vast projects. The government don't have social security. Social security programs is very, very important at this stage. And if there is no social security, some of these things may not be. But the government could set up, if the government we can partner with the government, we are thinking of having these old people's homes, seniors, to have, especially like the passion that I said to you, when my mom was all alone by herself, I would have loved somebody, I would have loved her to be in a place where I am sure that she'll be well taken care of. Sometimes you even leave your aged parents, and then with family members, in fact, it's at least accelerates their death. So, and these are the things we are thinking about old people's homes, to keep them in a particular place where their children could be could assess them and could be rest assured that they are well taken care of. Like we have Nigerians everywhere. Some are busy. Like you are busy now. You may have your aged parents and they need assistance. It's not that you are not caring, but it's just that you just need to make ends meet so that you'll be able to take care of them better. So all these things, those are the things we are looking into in Jaira, to give back to the society, to ensure that everybody lives to a good old age.
In ensuring that these challenges are dealt with, has established the National Senior Citizens Center and approved the National Policy on Aging, which is to be used as a framework in mitigating some of the challenges. This center is to develop and implement productive activities and work schemes for senior citizens in order to improve the quality of life of our elderly population and provide them with a sense of security and a feeling of health and worthiness. In the developed nations, people are living longer because of better nutrition, sanitation, healthcare, education, and economic well-being. We, therefore, stand to limit our chances of achieving sustainable human development if we do not make conscious and sustained efforts to recognize and appreciate the contributions of our senior citizens in the socio-economic development of the country. I would like to inform you that with the approval of the National Policy on Aging, which is a working document, and we also drive the process of mainstreaming emerging issues of older persons, and we enact laws to protect the rights and privileges for the aging population in Nigeria. The ministry is also making conscious efforts in developing a framework of health insurance scheme for older persons in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health, National Health Insurance Scheme, and other critical stakeholders. In commemorating the International Day of Older Persons in October 2021, the ministry organized a medical outreach for the vulnerable groups, including older persons, where hundreds went through various medical checks, such as blood sugar, blood pressure, hearing impairment, respiratory disease, neurological disorders, etc., and were administered drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, let me finally reiterate the federal government's commitment through the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management, and Social Development to strategize for the realization of achieving Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development Goals, which has set out a universal plan of action to achieve sustainable development in a balanced manner and seeks to realize the human rights of all people. This calls for leaving no one behind, for ensuring that the Sustainable Development Goals are met for all segments of society, with a particular focus on the most vulnerable, including older persons.
Having retired from service, I guess she has realized, and of course having gone around the world, having seen what obtains in other climes, she has decided to take up the challenge of sensitizing all of us to the fact that the aged, or if you like, the retired, the aged, and the aging deserve very special consideration in the scheme of things in our country. The unfortunate assumption is that the moment you retire, you're on your own. You're literally on your own, and even the pensions don't come. That is for those who are even lucky to have served. You realize that the greatest number of Nigerians are not as lucky to have even had any job to do, in the civil service or whatever, and therefore do not enjoy any form of pension at all. And they are in the majority. But even those in the minority who have served, given the best part of their productive lives in the service of their nation, are not adequately recognized. Not only are they not adequately recognized, they are not being taken good care of. We thank God that we still, maintain a bit of our traditions, in which case we make sure that we take care of our elderly. But life and times are changing. And we're gradually seeing a situation in which you and I, who are involved in our offices, in our places of work, tend to forget to take good care of our aged parents who have given us all that it takes for us to be what we are. And therefore I want to congratulate her for taking time and for actually having the courage to take up this matter, which is very, very essential to our national development. I was asking her a moment ago, where exactly do I belong? I know I'm retired, but I see there you also talking about the aged and those that are aging. I thought I was only retired, but she reminded me that I'm also not only retired, but that I also belong in the class of the aged, because I'm above 60, and that I'm actually aging. That, of course, is indisputable, because with every passing day, you are actually aging. That is why when people celebrate their birthdays, I tend to wonder, do they remember that they are actually, taking days and years of their age? They are taking somebody else. God is taking, out of their remaining years. In other words, we're all aging, come to think of it, with every passing day. But we thank God that with good health, she has the energy to come up and take up this challenge of sensitizing us and, of course, sensitizing those in authority. I don't know if I belong there. To remember that we're all on the same course and that there is a need for us to make provisions for the aged and those that are aging. I guess it's a challenge that we must all take up. Thank you for reminding us. It's an obvious, but we need reminders once in a while. And that's why I want to challenge us to take to take a very good message out of this initiative. Join her and see how it is that we can together sensitize the authorities to ensure that we take the aged along with us, and even those that are aging, especially where they have something to offer. And I believe that everybody in this country has something to offer. Now more than ever before, we need all hands on deck. And I therefore want to, once more, like I said, congratulate you, Madam, Your Excellency, for this initiative. And I assure you that I will subscribe and I will join you in the same struggle. I implore all of us to join her in this initiative to take very good care of the aged and the aging.